Hello friends, my name is Ashok Sejala. In this session, we learn the nested if-else condition in C language. So let us start. First, I share my laptop screen and here fix the position, and we can open Turbo C++ for window base, and here just take some process. Yes, and in Alter F, file menu is open and take new file, and F5 is a full screen. I hear single comment line. Double slash is a single comment line in C language, and write the definition of a program. Write a program to enter three integer numbers, and we can say that find out maximum number. Which number is a greatest? Also, you can say that greatest number. So that is our definition. I just for you as a comment line, I write this program definition. Okay, and now we can second section is a link section, and that is a header file we have to include in this section. And then we can take the stdio.h standard input output.h and conio console input output.h. And now next is a main function to every program in C language. Start with compilation in main function. Okay, here require is a x and y and z. There are three integer variable, and which is a maximum, or you can see that which is a greatest. So some definition, write the greatest, or also you have to uh, take the uh, less than operator, and that is a minimum value also you have to find. So there are six relational operator in C language: greater than, less than, greater than equal to, less than equal to, or not equal to. So here I take max as a for integer variable, and now clear screen, CLR SCR, that is a inbuilt function, and clear the screen. And now we can take the value from user. So here I enter x value. So here we can take first x value in scanf function, and that's percentage d because that is integer data type, and comma operator and ampersand x. So I just copy these two statements to two times because x, then y and z. So now turn is a y and now is a z. So here you can take from value from user, and now I save. F2 is a save our file, and we can say that maximum number. So max and the 3 ma number, and my previous if else condition I also take two number of integers, so that time max number is already is a file name. So here we can say that 3 max number 3 dot c, so that is distinct, otherwise it is takes override or that type of message is there. But you have to not provide any digit in first letter in your file name. Okay, so here that is a last, so there is no problem. Okay, now our condition is start, but we can take the nested if else. I just write for as a backboard, and here view board work, and that is a comment. First we have to not give the comment line, and then that is a syntax of if condition, then parenthesis is there. In parenthesis we can say that condition, or you can say that expression. Okay, so condition 1, then opening brace is required, then if nested inner, we can say that nested if else means one if else condition hold also if else condition, so that is nested condition. So here also condition. Okay, here also require the yes and 2, we can say that. Then opening brace, here some we can say that true uh, block of statement, or you can just say the block of statement. Okay, so if this condition is true, then this block is execute. Otherwise, this if inner if false, then that false, you can say that false block of statement is execute. So I just write for you as a board work, and now here I complete this if, and then turn also I just copy and paste, and then I remove also because there is not required. I just understand for you. So here is a else part, and I just remove selection is remove. I just click here, so that is remove, and here I remove this, and because we have to copy, and there condition is 1, 2, and there is a 3 condition. Okay, so that is a syntax, or here you can say that condition one. Okay, so then if that if condition is true, then this nested, you can say that second if condition inner, we can say the inner, and that is outer if else, and that is inner, and that is also inner. So if this condition is true, then that condition is checked. If this if condition is true, then this block is execute. Otherwise, in else part, if first that is attempt this condition is false, then go in else part. If this condition is true, then this block of true block of statement execute. Otherwise, go in else part in this inner if condition. So that is a just condition, and here you can also write condition to expression 1, expression 2, expression 3. That is also you can write. Okay, so I just here you can provide in multi comment line. So just slash asterisk and asterisk slash. So that is a multi comment line. So compiler not effect of this statement. Now our program is now working. So very here one, yes, here provides that brace is remaining. So now we can take, and after we can remove this all block. So just for you, I just revise one time and then remove because there is very long file is there. So I just revise one. If condition one, or here we can say that expression one is true, then go in inner. If condition this is true, then that block of statement is execute. If this condition is false, then else part false block of statement is execute. And if first attempt this condition is false, then go else, and that condition is checked. If that is true, then block this is execute. Otherwise, this else block is execute. So you can just write your notebook. So I just remove and for this syntax. So because this is just only reference for you. Okay, so there is long over file. So I just remove this. Okay, now we can apply this condition to practically in our program. So x is greater than and y. So here we can put the brace because that is necessary, because there is a nested if else, and x is greater than z. So we can say that max. So in there are three integer variables. So x is a greater than y and x is a greater than z. Then and then we can say that x is a greatest value or maximum value. So here we can assign the x to x. If that inner if condition is false, that meaning if this condition is true, then x is a greater than y. But here if condition is false means z is a greatest y, and also that condition is true meaning x is greater than y. So z is greater than y already, because there is a this condition true, then and then control goes here. So that meaning is that z is the highest number or greatest number. So here we directly take the max equal to z. So now our first if condition is complete, and now I just opening closing for else part, and same if first attempt this condition is false, that meaning the y is greater than the x. So here we can take if y is greater than x, so we can check directly y is great greater than z, so we can take the max equal to y, because y is a greatest. Here is false, that meaning is a y is greater of x, and here is true, that meaning is a y is greater of z, so y is a greatest or maximum number. And then else part, if this condition, first this condition is false, then it's meaning y is greater than x, and this condition is false, that meaning y is also less than z, so max is a z. So you can observe in both inner if else condition that else part is same, maximum z, and here is a maximum z. So here in if condition maximum y, and here maximum is x here, and here is a y. So that is a nested if else. And you can look here, if condition is a that block of all statement in the that if condition, so we can provide the opening and closing brace. But this if condition, there is only one statement, so here is not required. If you apply here opening and closing brace, there is no any error. So our condition is very long, like I just provide one for you, so there is no any error. Okay, so let us save this file and then check we have view this brace, and we can now print our output, and that is a uh, maximum number is give the suitable message and percentage d and max max variable, then get ch is remaining. And now I just press F2 save this, and F9 compile our file. So there is no any warning, no any error, and our max underscore number 3.exe file is generated, and that is a source tc bin source folder is there, that is executable file. Okay, so there also that testing that you can give the opening closing brace in inner nest if else condition, in here also you have to provide, there is no any error, but one statement there is not required, so I just remove, because there is one statement inner if else, there is only one, max equal to x, max equal to z, max equal to y, and max equal to z. So that outer if else condition, that is required, because there is a all statement, we can say that that if condition. And also in else part, there are all inner if nested if else is a that else part, so we can provide opening and closing brace compulsory, otherwise it is taking error. Okay, so now here we can use just greater than, not equal to, I just remove here, and let us check what is a, we have to give just greater than or equal to. First we have to assign only greater than relational operator, and I now run this program and take value from user like 10, 20 and 30. So greatest is a z, so 30. Okay, now I again run, and we can declare the 10 and 30 greatest y. First we can declare the z as a maximum number. Now we can declare the y as a maximum number. So 30, there is no problem. So now we can take reverse, and that's the x is a maximum number. So here 30, there is no problem. So our greater than sign is valid, but when any user taking like this type of value, so that is that time problem created. So let us check. I just give first 10 and then 30 and then 30, here enter and then 30. So here is no problem, but I when we can 10 we can supply some different value, so we can check, yes 30 is remaining, but we can take all the three. So what is a greatest is a first is atom, so here is a sometime taking mistake. Okay, we can give the first highest, then 20 and then 30. So that is also possible. We can take all cases in paperwork and then we can apply. So here now I give the 20, and then we can say that 30 all possibility we have to check, so there is no problem. But we can provide greater than or equal to, there is sometime is helpful. So in all conditions, just greater than or equal to it. Now we can check. Okay, so 10, 10, no, 20 and 30. Okay, now, okay, we can take all similar value. That time we can 30, 30 and 30. All is well. So that is a 30. So equal sign you have to provide, that is very well, but you cannot take, there is a, we can testing, there is no any problem, but sometime it is taking problem. So there is a three number you can find the maximum. And if you here just revise condition, so I remove greater and less than sign in all three only condition. So what is the effect? That is find the minimum number. So just change the relational operator and your program definition is changed. I just directly run, not taking minimum NIM variable. So we can take 10, 20 and 30. Okay, so minimum is 10. Okay, so our message is I cannot change. Now I can take the 30, 20 and then 10. So 10 and last time for minimum value I here 20 and 10 now 30. So y is a minimum. So yes, so there is only one conditional you can change, greater than or equal to or less than. So your definition is minimum by just testing. But here our program is a definition is a maximum, so we can just apply to yourself. That is just condition you have to change. So that is a nested if else condition. So very simple, and you can help to, like in next our part, looping, nested for loop, nested while, nested do while. So that time this block of how if one if else condition is holding the another if else condition, that is called nested if else condition. So I hope you can understand, that is very simple. Okay, so now I just revise the, that is our any definition. First you divide in three parts. In my previous demo lecture I said here enter the three number, that is our input. So any definition you can separate, like input, then your, we can say that process or your logic, and then what is a output. So our input is a three integer number, here we can take directly. Okay, so that is, and that definition we have to find, enter three integer numbers and find out maximum number, that is our output. But in between some process is there, and that is a logic. So that is a logic, and our output statement is only one, maximum number, mx variable. So, and last time I revised the logic, x is greater than y and x is greater than z. So we can say that x is greater than y and x is greater than z. So maximum number is a x. If this condition is true and this condition is false, that meaning x is greater than y, but x is less than z. So z is a highest, because z is a directly greater than y, because z is greater than x. That meaning is a also y is a less than x. So x is a greater than y. This condition is false. So we can say that directly here maximum number is z. And if first attempt this condition is false, that meaning y is greater than x. So we can directly check y is greater than z. So we can take the y is maximum. And if this condition is false, that meaning is a here condition is false. So y is a greater than x. And here condition is false, then z is greater than y, and y is less than uh, less than x. So that is meaning z is a maximum. So that type of condition. So I hope you can understand and enjoy this session. Very simple logic nested if else condition. So I just alter f3 function, close this program file, and alter x quit. So subscribe my channel Ashok Sijal Academy, press the bell icon to never miss any update. And thanks for your watching, supporting and sharing my video lecture. Okay, and Hare Krishna.